Good evening and welcome to Laguna Seca for the Trailblazers Season 5 Group 4 qualifying. It's the pink lobby. We have 35 drivers spread across 4 different lobbies, with 9 drivers running tonight in the pink split. 35 drivers go into one mass qualifying event, and 3 or 4 championships are seeded out from that. So we're going to take you through the pink lobby. We start us this evening: Hammy to the Bone, DanZambe, Daniel B, Racer X, Tony Two Sips, Tricky Brewer, Ugo Rooster, S Mitch, and Baruni. So we're here in sunny Monterey County in California, in the United States of America, about to take on a 3.6 kilometer circuit, 11 turns, with the dreaded corkscrew at the top of the mountain. And Hammy to the Bone is on his outlap. So the format for qualifying: each driver gets an outlap and 2 back-to-back hot laps. The best time is then taken and compared across the rest of the field. And that is a reminder, there are 3 other groups of about 10 drivers qualifying simultaneously for this event. As Hammy comes up and over the corkscrew, warming up his tyres for his first lap. I'm going to go on board with Hammy to take you through his first of 2 hot laps as he powers towards the timing line. Up and over the hill, little kink of turn 1. Heavy braking down into an Andretti hairpin. Sits on the throttle as he comes around. Throws it into turn 3. Little sausage curve on the inside there, you gotta watch that. Turn 4. Easy to drift wide. Two left-handers up the hill. In the big balls corner. Late on the brakes into the corkscrew, throws it in, straightens the apex. Just sweep into rainy curve, uses all of the width of the track. Again, late into 11. Really have to get that power into the start finish. So Hammy to the Bone coming down to finish his first of 2 hot laps and posts a 1:28.475. Very cautious of that sausage curve on the inside. Down by 2 tenths. Representing Mad Turtle Racing in the Volkswagen. A lift and then powers up the hill towards the corkscrew. for his final chance. .3 down on his first lap. He rounds the corner for the final time. Has he got 4/10 in him to improve? In the final sector, hammy to the bone. Records a best time of a 1:28.475. So up next, it's DanZambe, that's me. I'll take you around for my warm-up lap, and then I'll switch off my mic to get into the zone as we wait for the lobby to be reset. So 1:28.475 for hammy. And here we go. Waiting for the dust to settle. Here we are at Laguna Seca in California for the hot lap. My bad, I went out too early. Waiting for the lobby to reset for runner number 2. Should be good to go now, I think. I believe. So the first driver in the pink lobby set at 1:28.475. I'm up second. Out for my warm-up lap. And 2 hot laps around Laguna Seca. I have not done enough practice. This is a bogey track for me, for certain, a bogey circuit. We're just going to get comfortable, we're going to feel the tyres out. Driving the Lamborghini Huracan. Don't at me with pronunciation. Approaching the corkscrew on our warm-up lap. I'm going to brake very late. Throw it in and up and over, straight at the apex. Sweep. Let's shut the microphone off and put in 2 hot laps. We're over the line for the second hot lap. We bottled the first one completely. It's a 128.074. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Personal best is a 127.6. Optimum lap is a 126.9. We'll take the 128. One 28.0, what did I say? 76. With 2 runners run. Up next should be Daniel B23. What's he driving this evening? Yeah, 128 flat is, yeah, I'll take it. Capable of a 27 flat, but was nowhere near it. So, Danny B23 in the Audi TT. Representing That's Loud as Hell. We're going to get the right camera. I'll do to start with. On his outlap, car number 3, running in the pink lobby. Fastest in pre-race qualifying. As he warms his tyres on his outlap. Really using all of the width of the track. As he rounds the final corner to begin his first of 2 hot laps in the GR4 qualifying for Season 5 of Trailblazers. Powering out of the final corner at the end of his first of 2 hot laps. What's the time going to be on the clock? It's a 126.6. It's electric. It's electric for the pink lobby so far, as he begins his second of 2 hot laps. As we go back on board. Tenth up as he approaches the corkscrew. Wide entry. Oh! Almost lost the rear end of the vehicle. What am I saying? No, that's it. He's taking it. He's taking his 2 laps. A 1:26.503 on the screen. I'm confused at what his actual time's going to be then. Is it a 26.503 or is it a 26.669? Well up in pace over Hammy and DanZambe on the day. I believe Racer X is next. So far, 3 cars run in the pink lobby. Daniel B23 with a 126 pending, 503 or 669. I saw 2 different numbers on the screen. I was very confused. DanZambe with a 128.076 and Hammy to the Bone with a 128.475. Racer X up next. About to go out onto his outlap here at Laguna Seca. It's a beautiful day here in Monterey County. The circuit opened in 1957. It's 3.6 kilometers, 11 turns, and home to qualifying for the Trailblazers Season 5 Pink Lobby. Season 5 GT4 qualifying on the whole. As a reminder, there are four lobbies of 10 drivers all qualifying on the same settings in the same circuit, all in the running for the GR4 championship. All of the times will be combined and 3 championships will be divided from the field. And we have 10 races in each championship after that, and then a final where we take the top scorers from every split and throw them together for a Champions of Champions race at the end, which are absolutely electric. Waiting on the final preparations for Racer X to get out onto the surface to begin his outlap. And now some disconnection issues. Racer X has fallen. So Tony Two Sips jumps the order. Tony Two Sips heads out for his outlap. First member of Road Sick Racing we've seen this evening. The newest team entry of the 4 major teams running in the Trailblazers Championship. Expecting big things from Tony. What are we going to see from Tony? In the Audi TT. A time to beat. And this lobby at least is a 126.503 or 669. I'm still waiting on confirmation for that. I'm sure we'll get it soon. Tony Two Sips. And the Audi TT prepares for his first hot lap. And we're away. On the hood of Tony Two Sips. Very deep into the Andretti hairpin, but straight lines the second apex. A circuit I just don't get on with, to be honest. Oh, wide. In the big balls corner. To lift or not to lift. To brake or not to brake. Into the corkscrew. Nice and early. Sweeps it around Rainy Curve. Into turn 10. Watch the sausage on the inside. And into the hairpin of 11. Tony Two Sips first time on the board, a 129.399. Starting his second hot lap, he'll be looking to improve on that. Goes deep again to straight line that second apex. One and a half tenths down. In the second sector. What can he do up the hill in the Audi TT? Tony Two Sips looking to break into the 128s. We approach the corkscrew for his last chance, nice and early again. And he's 2 tenths up on his previous lap. Are we going to see a 128? Is he in with a shout? Oh, made a bit of a meal of the final corner. Rounds wide. That's probably the 128 out of the picture. So Tony Two Sips for the 129.399. And I have lost my pen. So 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10, 4 out of 9. 4 out of 9 ran. 5 to go. Here at Laguna Seca. I wonder how the other 4 lobbies are the other 3 lobbies are faring. We'll take the opportunity. I never do. This is my first live commentary of a Trailblazers event after doing all of my replay videos previously for Trans-Tasman. So I'm going to do the thing that feels filthy, and if you're there, if you're liking it, if you're enjoying it, throw us some support, give us a like, give us a subscription. Come say hi next time we do this, because we're going to do this for the next 2 qualifying events, which I believe are Friday and Saturday. That's the GT3 Championship and the Super Formula, which I believe is at Catalunya. And that'll be great. So Racer X now goes out for his warm-up lap. Driver number 5 in the pink lobby of the Season 5 GT4 Championship at Trailblazers Esports. About 40 drivers all qualifying for 3 championships, for 3 championship splits, which will be 10 races, ran over 5 weeks. Picks up a bit of gravel on the outlap. That's not going to be good for the tyres. All 40 drivers have been split into 4 lobbies for the sake of qualifying. They will all run an outlap and 2 hot laps. Their best hot lap will be then combined into a leaderboard, and 3 championship splits will be drawn from that leaderboard. A range of drivers, some drivers new to the Trailblazers esports community, some drivers new to Gran Turismo, others seasoned veterans that have been around the community since the beginning, since Trans-Tasman. So Racer X begins his first hot lap. Something went weird with the split at the top of the screen there. We'll see if that sorts itself out. There we are, 23.668 through Sector 1. Flicks it into the corkscrew. Was that clearance? Did he get clearance then? Very wide. Oh, throws his first lap of 2. He needs to really get his head together for the second lap. One last chance, one more lap for Racer X to qualify. Seeing a wide range of techniques being used to cope with the Andretti hairpin. Different lines, different throttle controls. This is 2 tenths down almost through Sector 1. This needs to keep it together and he will improve. needs to maintain his composure into the corkscrew. Much more ginger after his previous mistake. Pushes a little bit too hard on the exit, runs wide. Just keep it together through the final sector. He's done what he had to do to improve. And powers towards the line. For a 1:30.545. We should have up next Tricky Barua. It's very interesting the way the splits work out. I guess based on statistics, if you take 40 drivers, give them all a qualifying time, seed them out from 1 to 40, your top, and then split them into 3. Your middle split is usually absolutely mental. When you take the median chunk of drivers that are all the closest together, anybody can win those races in lobbies of 10. It's anyone's champion. Tend to see a little bit more of a gap in the top and the top split and the lower split between the top and lowest driver seeded into those lobbies. But the medium split is where it's at. What do we have last night? No, on Tuesday night we had qualifying for the Group 2 Championship. It was around Monza. It's a one make in the Group 2 Lexus. Where did we qualify? We qualified 4th in the second split. So we are in the middle split of 3, which is going to be very exciting as we get ready now, I believe, for Tricky Brewer's qualifying run in the Season 5 Group 4 Championship for Trailblazers Esports. What's next? If you're there in the chat, say hello. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Really appreciate people dropping in, checking it out. It's Tricky. He's out on track. We're missing him. Here he is. In the Volkswagen. It's Tricky. Tricky, 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 tricky. So the 6th driver to run the previous 5 drivers, setting times ranging from a 1:26.5 through to a 1:29.399. Where's Tricky going to slot in? And where is the rest of the field? How are the rest of the field going to perform compared to everybody else? Tricky comes down over the corkscrew on his outlap, warming up those tyres for 2 hot laps around Laguna Seca here in California. Approaching the final corner, we're going to go on board with Tricky. Takes a little bit of sausage on the way through. And here we go. Turismo two-way, hello. Bandoza 34, go EBM boys. EBM, one of the 4 major teams in the championship. What does Tricky have up his sleeve? Nice run through turn 4. What's he got in turn 5? Nice and wide entry. Keeps it in 4th. Sweeps it up the hill. Oh, big balls through there. No lift. Little lift, no brakes. a corkscrew. Up and over and down the hill. Powering towards the start finish. At the end of his first of his 2 hot laps, Tricky sets a 1:27.339. Is this just Oz? This is Trailblazers Esports, which is a predominantly Australian community, but it's open to all Gran Turismo drivers. We run 5 different championships weekly. Each championship runs on a different night of the week. It's Tricky. Powers to the outside of turn 4. Sweeps around and up the hill. And hello everybody that's just joining us, welcome on in. This is qualifying for... I just got distracted completely by his racing then. Qualifying for Season 5 of the Trailblazers. Oh, got very aggressive there. Is that a penalty? It's about 1:27.339. 1:27.3. This lobby so far of the 6 drivers that have ran. Kevin B, how do you join? There is a trailblazersesports.com, I believe, is the place you want to go to start with. That'll point you towards the rules and registration, the Discord, and all of that jazz. That's trailblazersesports.com. Andrew Scott, thanks on the commentary. Nice job on the commentary. Thank you very much. It's been a long time. Thought I'd have another go. What do we have next? Ugo Rooster Red. Is completely wrong. Ugo roosted. You got roosted. There we go. Silly me. 3 drivers remaining in the lobby. A reminder, we have about 40 drivers qualifying for this event that will be split into 3 championships, 3 splits, 3 lobbies. Nice to hear the names of the corners. It is. It's nice to be able to have the time to learn them. Not that I have them up on my screen in front of me with all of the notes. But hey, that's what Crofty has. Crofty has all the notes. He gets handed everything. Ah, Turismo, it's Ketamemes. Alright, mate, how you doing? Ugo heads to the circuit. What's he driving? A Dodge Viper. The GT4 Dodge Viper. Representing Reaper Raptors. That's my team, that's my boy. Lights out and away we go! So Rooster on his warm-up lap. Driver number 7 in the pink lobby. It's lobby, one of 4 lobbies running qualifying for this event. We have times so far ranging from a 1:30.5 to a 1:26.503 or a 1:26.669. I'm not sure. I'm still waiting on the confirmation for that. Needless to say, a 1:26 is the target if you want to jump the other 5 drivers, potentially the 6th one, and go top of this lobby. before we get shuffled in with the rest of the field. And it's Lewis Hamilton once again. Of course it is. It's always Lewis. Of course it's Lewis, as Ugot begins his first hot lap, representing Reaper Raptors at Laguna Seca. Very wide into Andretti. Gotta throw it into 3. Throw it into 4. Trust it and use the outside. Dan's notebook. Oh, that's brilliant. So you turn 5, long sweeping left-hander up the hill. And then what I've nicknamed Big Balls Corner. Oh, he holds it together. And then the corkscrew, the famous corkscrew, up and over. Brakes nice and early. Narrow entry. Narrow entry to Rainey as well. A lot more track that can be used. Ugot approaches the final turn for his first lap. First of 2 hot laps, and we look to the timing board. It's a 1:30.301. Puts him 6th of the 7 drivers that we've seen run so far this evening in this lobby. Two-tenths up, throws it in. I feel like I could just go out there and throw a 27 flat in now. It's really frustrating after watching everybody and doing a 28 flat, but we'll take it, chat. We'll take it. Oh my god, I said chat. Ugh. It's happening. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm approaching the corkscrew. Later on the brakes this time. Gotta keep it together. Half a second up. Not aggressive enough through Rainey. The final sector, we've seen it already tonight. The final sector has been the kryptonite of many a driver. That and the corkscrew. Comes across the line and does a 129.703. That's a 129.703. Where does that put him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers have run. That puts him 6th. Puts him 6th, it does, sir. So I believe 2 to go. EBM Mitch and EBM Baruni. S. Mitch, a veteran of the community. And one of the prime sponsors, I believe, of Trailblazers Esports. He's been around since the beginning, since I started up Trans-Tasman back in the day. As I don't know, Trans-Tasman was started up by little old me, all by myself. Ran that for 9 months by myself, and then handed over the keys to Rick Green, who is now the Chief Director of Trailblazers Esports. I just have the luxury of coming in and competing, being a nobody who thinks he's a somebody. As EBM Baruni goes out into the circuit, there's 2 Mitches, there's 4 Mitches. It's Mitchception. So Baruni representing EBM is on a 5-minute practice, as the hosts have been hosting tonight. So we'll flick to the cinematic camera for 5 minutes. Unfortunately, we don't have the readouts of the other times from the other lobbies. That's something we'll have to look into tomorrow. Mitch within a Mitch. It's like Russian Mitches. There's a Mitch, like Russian dolls. Cheers, Dan. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Big ups. Nice lap too, buddy. Great lap. Have you got confirmation? Did you do a 5:03 or a 6:69? I'm thinking tomorrow night as well. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to have the other lobbies up on screen, and I'll write down as many times as I can, just to give us a better idea. As Baruni, he's not starting a hot lap, he's just commentating. 1:26.6 is the bench. That's the bench in this lobby. I don't know what we're going to see in the rest of them. Unless that's what you're commenting on. You've been watching a couple of the others, and it's about 1:26.6 is the top. Very interested to see where everybody else ends up, actually. Can't see the grey lobby. One's on 6. Yeah, 6:69 is what I had on one part of my screen, and I saw a 26:503 on a different part of the screen. So, we'll see. We'll see. But this is awesome. This is really cool. This is like the first time I've had like a chat that's interacting on a stream whilst I stream something live. This is really cool. I really appreciate this. Thanks for coming along and interacting and chatting. Watching what's going on. Glitch because he pulled into the pits. Yeah, fair enough. There we go. So 1:29.669. 2 drivers left to go in this lobby, and another approximately 30 other times. Hammy, cheers, mate. Big ups, man. Big ups, man. Oh, what am I doing? That's terrible as well. Shoot myself. I'm thinking about, this is really random, I'm playing a lot of Football Manager. Now that I'm back into streaming, I might start streaming Football Manager. I wonder how many people that would just put to sleep, but I'm really into it, so I might start streaming Football Manager. So stay tuned for that. Also, we'll stream most of the Trailblazers championships that we're involved in, the rest of the other 2 qualifying events, the GT3 qualifying tomorrow night and the Super Formula qualifying on Saturday. We'll be streaming the onboard perspectives as I compete in all 4 of those championships. Do it for the content, yes. For the memes, do it for the memes. This could be my chance to make it into a big streamer. Who'd have thought? Gran Turismo and Football Manager. A match made in heaven. Fuck you, Oreos and milk. Oh, language. Oh, there's the flag. Oh well. So Baruni still warming up. Just keep going round and round. Yeah, I know. We might jump into a race to finish the stream off once qualifying is over. I don't know if I can get these guys in all for a race or not, but if not, we'll just go to a public lobby or a sport mode race and finish it off. It's an oddworld commentary up in an A-class lobby that I don't belong in. I hope everybody has been well in these weird times. I took Season 4 off after I actually won the 3rd split of the One Make Championship in Season 3. That's the Porsche One Make Championship we ran in Season 3. Took Season 4 off due to university and moving from Melbourne up to New South Wales because Melbourne was a hellhole. And now we're back in Coffs Harbour, competing in Season 5 of the Trailblazers Championship. So every Thursday night we'll have the GT4 Cup. And we're going to pull up now. We're just going to pull up the rest of the schedule. What is in store across the championships, as we're watching Baruni still warming up, still putting some hot laps in. Some warm-up laps, practice laps. Can't find it. Where is it? Trail. Trail. Oh, did you look at that? If you Google Trailblazers esports, it actually comes up. That's so cool. So let's have a look. We are in GT4. So what's the schedule gonna be? Let's have a look. Don't know if Baruni's laps have been laps or not. I'm not sure. No, we're resetting it, so we're going to see what happens. The championship. Round 1 is at Tsukuba in Japan. Tiny little circuit, that is. Round 2 at Alsace Village. Round 3 at Interlagos in Brazil. Round 4 at Big Willow. Round 5 at Mount Panorama in Bathurst, and the Champions Race in Autopolis. So each round, that's 5 rounds, each round features 2 races. Usually a shorter sprint race and a longer format race that follows it. Points are tallied over 10 rounds within each individual split of competition. And then the top scorers from each split are thrown into the Champions round at Autopolis in Japan at the end of the season. Then we take a week off. Then we do it all over again for Season 6. So, here we go. Baruni. Baruni is up in the Subaru, driving for Subaru in Season 4, representing EBM. So the 4 major teams in the Trailblazers community. Reaper Raptors, EBM, the Turtles, Mad Turtle Racing, and Road Sick Racing, I believe. Is that right? That's the 4 major teams? Reaper Raptors being the in-house Trailblazers squad. What do you think? He's on his out lap now. What do you think? What do you expect him to put in? What do we think he's going to put on the board? He's got 2 laps, chat. What are we expecting as Baruni winds up for his first of 2 hot laps? Are we going to see another 126 on the board? You tell me. Second last driver this evening, running around Laguna Seca for qualifying. Down into Andretti. Kevin B guessing it's going to be a 127.389. I looked away for Sector 1, what a shit commentator. It's on lane to 5. This is a circuit I find that it's just... It seems like no one's found the limits except for Daniel B. The limits are there. But obviously changing cars as much as we do, some drivers race in 4 or 5 different cars every week on multiple circuits, and this is a circuit that doesn't really come up too often in my experience at least. So finding the outer limits, getting used to where they are every time you change cars, is an entirely different skill in its own. The adaptability of these drivers needs to be high if they want to compete at a high level across all of the championships. As Baruni comes to the end of his first lap, what's he on? It's a 1:27.888. Not far off Kevin. He's got one last lap to improve on his 1:27.888. Throws it around. And he's up on his previous lap by a 1/10. Can he keep it together and improve on the 1:27.8? He's got to beat a 1:27.3 to get ahead of Tricky. And 1:26.6 to take top spot in this lobby. Oh, throws it in very wide. Great pace up the hill. How's he going to deal with the corkscrew? Set that up early. Nice and wide. 4/10 up. That's 4/10. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath. If he nails this last sector, we could see a new leader in the lobby. Goes very wide on the approach into turn 11. Oh, I think the final turn is going to sell him out. Looking at the timing screens, it did. 1:27.774. So close until the final turn. I think he would have been 4/10 up until that final turn. Would have put him in second spot in the lobby so far. What do you think of that, guys? That was unfortunate. Could have gone to second. We got one driver left, S-Mitch from EBM, one of the primary sponsors of Trailblazer, and a veteran of the community, and a good old round bloke. He would just buy you a beer for no reason and not expect it back. That's the kind of guy he is. One final driver to run in the pink lobby, which is one of 4 lobbies qualifying for the GR4 Season 5 Trailblazers Championship. Again, it's a refresh. There's about 40 drivers competing in this championship, which will be split into 3 mini championships, which will run over 5 weeks, with a final combining the top scorers at the end. No promotion, no relegation during the seasons. I believe there are some caveats with winning championships and automatic qualification to ensure competitive lobbies, but I'm not the man to ask about that. And we should have 1 car left to run. EBM S-Mitch 84 is out on the circuit, driving the Ferrari as we go into his helmet on his outlap. You see that fancy? You see that fancy? Oh, cool! I have complete control. This is fantastic. Wow! You can see that little tiny screen. That's really cool. Anyway, final driver of the evening, and a rundown of who we've had in what order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers have ran. From the bottom in 8th, Racer X with a 1:30.54. In 7th so far, Tony Two Sips with a 129.399. My apologies. You got roosted 129.703. Tony in 6th with a 129.399. 5th place, currently sitting with a hammy to the bone with a 128.475. 4th, DanZambe with a 128.076. Baruni 3rd with a 127.7. Tricky in 2nd with a 127.3. And Daniel B 23 with a 126.6. So where is S-Mitch going to fit into the pack? Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath and pop your ears. The pressure is rising as S-Mitch begins the first of his 2 hot laps here at Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca. Hakuna Matata. Expecting big things from Mitch. Low 27s at least. Let's go, Mitch. One 26.6 the time to beat. Oh, very aggressive. And to get into a podium slot for the lobby, just for the fun of giving it a podium, is a 127.7. So what has he got? Up and over the corkscrew. Sweeps it around Rainey. 10 and 11 to go. Power out and use the width of the track. And 11, a really tricky hairpin type curve. If you get on the gas too early, it just chews you up. First lap of 2 is a 1:29.108. Final lap of the evening to come. This is the final lap of the evening. Deep into Andretti. Needs a big improvement. Big lift. Very big lift into turn 3. And 6. How many? I didn't see how many 1030 was. I missed it. Up and over the corkscrew. Is Mitch, what has he got what it takes to rise from the ashes? Nice and easy through the corkscrew. He's a 10th up. Can he break into the 28s? Can he challenge Hammy and Zambe in the final sector? Turn 11, the final turn. We've seen everybody struggle with this corner. And the run to the straight. What's it gonna be? EBM S-Mitch with the final lap of the evening puts on a 128.7. Just misses out on getting Hammy. So it's a 128.798. That puts him in. Let's run through the standings for the pink lobby this evening. So in first place, Daniel B with a 126.669. In second place, Tricky Brewer with a 127.3. In third place, we have 3 drivers in the 128s. In third place is Baruni with a 127.774. In fourth position, DanZambe with a 128.076. Hammy to the bone in 5th with a 128.475. S-Mitch in 6th with a 128.798. Tony Two Sips in 7th with a 129.339. Ugo, I don't want to say you got roosted. Ugo on a 129.703. comes in 8th. And Racer X in 9th with a 1:30.545. So your top 3 this evening in this lobby: Daniel B, Shricky Brewer, and EBM Baruni. Well done to everybody who competed this evening. Well done to everybody else in the other 3 lobbies. And we will wait and see where these 9 drivers get shuffled into the rest of the championship. And who gets put in which splits. Which ones will be more competitive? Who will be the favourites for the championship? Well, that concludes proceedings here this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in to qualifying for the GR4 Season 5 Trailblazers Esports Championship. We will be back same time tomorrow, same bat channel, for the Group 3 qualifying, which I was not prepared to summarise, so I will hit Group 3. Qualifying for Group 3 tomorrow evening will be at Interlagos in Brazil, so look out for that. That's very exciting. We will see how many entries we get. We're expecting about 30 to 50 drivers to sign up and register for qualifying for Season 5 of the ever-expanding Trailblazers Esports Championship community. This has been a blast. I've really enjoyed everybody coming in and hanging out. This has been so much fun. I'm going to do it tomorrow night as well. And then Saturday night, we are at Catalonia for the Super Formula qualifying. Sunday, Monday, we have a night off. And then Tuesday, we're straight into round 1 of the GT2 Championship. We'll be racing in the middle split. It'll be electric. But yes, thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you guys have enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, come on back. Everybody's welcome. We begin climbing the streaming ladder here today. Let's see how long it takes. Maybe in 4 years' time, I might make partner on Twitch. But from me, from your hosts, from Trailblazers Esport, from this evening's lobby hosts, EBM Esmich and EBM Baruni, from the big boss Rick Reen and Ozraptor, from everybody here at Trailblazers, stay safe, stay quirky, come back tomorrow. I don't have a sign off yet, but thank you very much. We're going to sign it off and go and play some Football Manager. Let me know if you want to see some Football Manager streams too, because that'll be awesome. Cool. Catch you later. Bye.